Hi everyone, I am back. Let me just step off my step stool because I'm shorty. So I have my camera hanging. I gotta like climb up and then climb down. It's so great. Okay, so I cut up an envelope because I tried different sizes of the cactuses, and so I tried like different, like moving them over this way, aligning them where I wanted them. This is where I ended up wanting them. In order to do that, I also took pictures so that I could come back and see like where I wanted them. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm delirious. Nothing I make, I'm saying, makes sense. Because this project has been nothing but struggle buses. I painted all of these. Then I Mod Podged them. And somewhere in the Mod Podge process, I got bubbles in the Mod Podge. Bubbles. So after it dried in with like this white look. So like all over the colors was like white. It was not good. It was really bad. It was like foamy white. So I ended up it looked like somebody had a little too much fun with my painting. So, yeah, I had to paint over that, which thankfully I had leftover paints. So that's why some places, like right here, I don't know if you can see it, it's not as glossy, which it's fine. I covered it up with the exact same color paint. It's just not as glossy because I didn't Mod Podge over it after I covered it up. Then I painted around here a few coats. I've painted these lines a few coats. I have like 3 coats on the cactuses, which you can see. That coverage is just perfectly great, right? Yeah. I'm going to have to paint that all over again. So that's what I'm doing, is I am painting the cactuses again. I also have to paint the lines. But I think I'm going to paint the cactuses just for like you guys, because less trial and error chance. And now you guys have a picture of what it would look like. And I did paint the lines in first a little bit once, and then did the cactuses, and I did this line. And I realized these lines are not perfectly straight. I didn't tape it, because if I had taped it, then I would have had to color correct wherever the paint leaked under the tape. So I decided the better plan would just be to say screw it and not have perfect lines. So there I am with everything. I am going to call this done after I finish probably 2 more coats of brown. And I will not make you guys watch that. I feel like I have let you see me get it done enough. Is it done enough that you guys get the basic concept now? I think it's looking more like what I wanted it to look like. I also thought I might go in and darken up this cactus. And that was my original thought, was to have like the cactus darker and outlined. And I'm not doing that. So I'm doing it and leaving it this color. So not doing it. I am going to finish making sure that this brown is very brown. And when I am done with that, I'm calling it good. And I don't know if you guys can tell, But I am very thickly glopping on paint. Very thick. Because the coverage is crap. So. Obviously, I've been just paint glopping my way through this. I think eventually I might like it, but I do wish if I had to do this over again and wanted to bring this to a completed painting, I would not have done it this way. How's that? I would not have done it this way. I think I have learned. I have learned maybe not to do it this way. I think I also have learned that maybe I'm just going to take and go buy some more paints. I am seriously considering that. Some better acrylic paints. Not like super expensive, but better. Like better than dollar store paints. Because painting everything a zillion times to get full coverage, no. I am over it. However, this painting is looking like what I wanted it to look like, how I envisioned it. I envisioned something simple. I wanted originally to have something that looked like a kind of like a comic book cowboy scene. Not necessarily with a cowboy, obviously, but you know, like something you would see in like a comic book or, you know, that kind of sunset scene. Nothing realistic, nothing. I wanted something super bright. I think it's super bright. Honestly, this is something a 5-year-old could have painted. I mean, it's just very basic shapes. But I think a 5-year-old would have given up 10 years ago because painting all these layers, man, they'd have gotten bored. Don't blame them. And I am almost out of paint. I've got to refill. See, I poured paint in the middle one. I just keep pouring paint in this because I'm like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, I don't have to clean it out right now. I'm not going to clean it out in between every single time. I'm just going to let it sit there, the paint. Anyway, I've got to get more paint. I'm going to let the cactus dry some. Then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to do these lines because you can see they look like crap too because they're not done right. They need more coats and coats and coats and coats. Everything needs more coats and coats and coats and coats. So that's what I'm doing. I've already painted the edges too. I've painted this. I'm gonna definitely go over this again because there are places like right here where it's not got good coverage. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I wanted it to look like. I'm glad I sketched it out ahead of time and showed it to you guys so that, you know, you guys knew this is actually what I was going for. It is what it is. Bye. Next time you see me, I will be painting something else, hopefully. And not this. The only thing that you guys should take away from this is if you're doing a big picture and you're not sure the sizes of whatever you want or whatever, it is a good idea to cut them out and lay them out and like play with them. And I think that, you know, like taking pictures and getting the scale right helps. So this helped. I mean, this was originally thicker. I cut it down a little more. I moved these arms up and down and in and out a little bit to try and make them look like what I wanted. It kind of just is going to be what it is going to be. So I need to paint more. I will put the hopefully finished picture in the thumbnail and you guys can see it there. After it all dries, I'll polyurethane it and hopefully that'll fix all this where it's looking two-toned, because it's only looking two-toned because it's dull on glossy. So once I glossify it, it will change color hopefully and blend in. And if not, I'm not gonna repaint it. I give up. I'm done with this. I am so done with this. So done. Done, done. Done, done. Bye. Did I end it? No.